Are you plugged in? All right, so let's start off. We have the one, the only, the queen of entrepreneurship. Go off. Not only is she the queen of entrepreneurship, she is a content creator and the CEO of Black Girls in Media. She's doing it big, y'all. We're about to get some gems, okay? So, Tasha Mackk, I want to say thank you for coming on and blessing us with all the knowledge that you're about to give. And make sure you put some respect on her name and make sure you put 2 Ks on that Mac, okay? On that Mac. So, before we start, we're going to play Spin the Wheel, okay?
Ooh, that's okay.
With this, it's just going to be a question. It's a thought-provoking question, and we're going to get you to answer it. So we're going to spin this, okay?
Okay, awesome. Let's do it.
Where we at? Okay, you can't see, but I can. Okay, so name one time you fell short building your brand, and how did you handle it?
One time I fell short building my brand. Let's see. I feel like when you're building a brand, it's so easy to fall short so many times because when you're building a brand, you're taking risks. You're trying to see what your audience likes, what your audience doesn't like. So there's been plenty of times where like I'll create some content and then or like a campaign and I'm like, this is fire. People are gonna love this. And then I put it out and I don't get like any kind of traction or like. So I feel like, every fail is a lesson. So, anytime that happens, I just see, okay, what didn't work, what did, and then, you got to bounce back from your failure. So.
Yeah. See, I love that. It's the bounce back. And, I did my research on you, girl. So what I love about you is the bounce back. Okay?
Thank you.
No problem. So what does it take to be a successful entrepreneur?
So what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur is to know who you are. That is key because, when being an entrepreneur, you're doing things that nobody else has done before. And so it's key to believe in your vision and believe in yourself. And in order to believe in yourself, you have to know yourself because if not, then you'll be swayed. You'll get on Instagram and see somebody doing something and it'll make you do another thing. So, it's key to know yourself that way. You can't be swayed. You stick to your vision and you get it done.
Love it. Love it. So we talked about, milestones already. But I want to know what has been your toughest milestone that has shaped you into the entrepreneur that you are?
The toughest milestone? I would say the fact that I was kind of forced into entrepreneurship. So growing up, I was always like a natural entrepreneur, right? So in elementary, I made bookmarks and sold them. If anybody of y'all know, like the old pencil boxes that you open and close, and you put glue in the middle and then it'll dry and make a bookmark. So I used to sell those. Middle school, I sold sub sandwiches. So like I was always an entrepreneur. But then once I finished grad school, I couldn't get a job. And so I always say that I was forced into entrepreneurship because I wasn't going to wait for an opportunity. I just had to create my own in the meantime. And it kind of just like worked. And so, yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. And I would say the biggest milestone is just, being able to use a failure and make it something good and know that it's a detour, but it's where you're supposed to be.
Yes, with the words of wisdom. Okay.
Yes.
So you know that you are very great and people come to you for advice for starting their businesses. What type of tips would you want to give someone that wanted to start their new business and how can they get ahead of the curve?
Okay, so someone that wants to start their business, I would say just start. And I know that's so cliche. People are like, okay, how? Like, I don't know what I want to do. How would you start? I would say, like, write down what you want to do. Write down your ideas. Pick one. And because the longer you procrastinate, the longer it's going to take. And the world needs what you want to put out there. So, you're over here procrastinating or trying to make it perfect. And the world is waiting for you to put it out. So it's like, just put it out. If you fail, you can go back to the drawing board. And if it succeeds, then look. So that is my number one advice for that.
Love it. Love it. What sparked the creation of Black Girls in Media?
Once I finished grad school, I wasn't getting any opportunities. And I had all these media internships. So I was like at VH1 in the PR department. I was at BET, Comedy Central, all these great internships in the entertainment industry. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't getting any opportunities. And so I kind of needed someone to talk to. I needed help. And I just decided to create like a GroupMe chat to talk to other women, you know, in my same industry. And I just called it Black Girls in Media. And one person added another, and it just grew from that. And we started doing events so that we can all like meet up in person. And then our Instagram just blew up. So it was literally like a God thing, natural. And I'm just so proud of the organic connections and opportunities. Like, so many good things happen from it, and I'm just grateful. So that's how we got started.
Love it, love it. Now, I did go down to a couple of it, like all the way down to some posts, and you stated failure is a way of God saying he has more for you. So trust it. And I love that. And I also seen that you stated that in 2017, you had 100 basically no's to the apps that you decided to apply for because of the internships that you were doing more so than jobs. So when you stated in 2017, you were like, listen, I had so many no's, but it was based upon the fact that I had so many internships. Yeah. So elaborate on like kind of someone in that same place. Should they, you know, keep doing the internships? Because you hear a lot of people say, do internships, they may hire you. Or is it go for the job and just get the experience? What do you think?
Yeah, I would say that definitely when you're in school, and that's why I went to grad school, so I can get some more practice in. When you're in school, like it's perfect, the perfect time to do internships, to see if that's what you really like, to make those connections, get your foot in the door. And I would say, you know, that I think that was just my experience, because I know a lot of people who did a lot of internships, but they still landed a job. So I would say, you know, just don't give up. Keep applying. Keep doing your internships. And then, you know, in the meantime, still apply to like actual full-time opportunities and see where that takes you if that's what you want. And then hopefully, you know, you'll have better luck. But at the same time, I feel like I said, everything happens for a reason. So all the no's that I got, it led me on my path. So you're not going to get the same no's that I got. You'll get some yeses. I'll get some yeses that you won't get. And that's just, you know, a part of God's plan. But I would say just, you know, in the meantime, just keep doing the work.
Got it. Now, I do want to bring up 2018 and 2019. And that was basically a traumatic time for you because you lost your dad. Rest in peace to the king. But you also moved to LA and lost your dream job. What was that dream job? And also what kept you like pushing and pursuing your gifts, even though all these things were happening? Like, that's tough. That's really big of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for acknowledging that. And I love that you know your stuff, you did your research, and I really appreciate that. So I think that in life, and I feel like, you know, failure is the theme because that's real life. Like, we fail all the time, and some people share them more than others, but I think that it can help people's story. So yeah, I lost my dad in 2018. And when you lose anything, it's like, okay, are you just going to give up, crawl under a rock? Even though that's what you want to do, but you just can't. We can't give up on life. I hate when, you know, people that are dealing with so many things, and I'm not going to take that away from them, but, you know, we tend to say, like, we can't take it anymore. And I want to pray for those people because you're not alone. You're going to get through it. It might seem like rock bottom, but I promise it'll get better. So I just had to remember that. I had to think of what would my dad want me to do. He would want me to keep going. So that pushed me. He was a hard worker. He was an entrepreneur. So that helped me push towards my goals some more, and just keep going. And then I moved all the way to LA. I was sleeping on my Neo's couch and everything. I didn't save. I just, you know, went out there with a dream. And yeah, I started working for a Black company. And, you know, I was so excited because I'm like, yeah, a new city. I'm working for a Black company, for a Black woman. Like, you know, just really excited. And things happened and I was let go. And it's just like, I felt like I was at rock bottom again. And it's like, okay, what are you going to do? Are you going to sink or are you going to swim? So I had to swim back up, swim my way out, and I made it happen. I started getting other opportunities. I started doing PR on my own. And I just, made it work, and I got many more blessings. So the real don't stay down for long.
There we go. Yes, there we go.
Yes.
So that's some hope for you guys, because I mean, it's tough. Like you said, everyone goes through something, and it's so easy to want to crawl up under a rock. So seeing you do that, and plus losing someone so significant to you, it's very dope to see where you're at now. So I commend you on that. That's really big. So yes, girl power. What are some resources new business owners should be taking advantage of right now?
There's so many. I think the main thing business owners should what is it? When God closes one door, he opens a window. Hello.
Yes.
But I would say the main thing right now, a lot of people are giving a lot of financial resources, so try to take advantage of that. There's organizations like Black Girl Ventures. There are so many just scholarships and a lot of resources to give you additional grants and money during this time to help fund your business. There's also, of course, a lot of therapy services going on because we are mentally going through a lot of changes. So, of course, we have therapy for Black girls. Taraji did a free program. So, just make sure you're taking advantage of those mental health resources going out right now. What other? I would say, yeah. And then, of course, organizations like us, Black Girls Media. And there's so many dope podcasts, so many dope, interviews going on online like you. So just paying attention to the free resources out there and being open to new opportunities and knowledge. That's what I would say.
Got it. Okay, great. So what are some sacrifices you made within your journey? So you already told me that you basically, you moved out, didn't have no plan B, and you went out there. Is there any other sacrifices that you feel like you made that many people don't see, but they just see the success? They're like, she's the it. What else? There's the story.
Yes. Oh my gosh, so many sacrifices. And you know what's crazy? We got to talk about imposter syndrome too, because imposter syndrome will hold you back. But for one, let's talk about sacrifices. I've sacrificed trips. Like, there's so many trips that I was supposed to go on, especially like in my early years, like 2018. And instead of going on those trips, I would work the BET Awards. I would not go out because I would be more excited to work on my brand, to work on Black Girls in Media website. I would be more excited to do that than to do what everybody else is doing. And I think that the best sacrifices are the ones that they seem like sacrifices to others, but they're enjoyable for you. So I think I make a lot of enjoyable sacrifices.
So when you say, I love that you say that, enjoyable sacrifices. So many people want to be the best of whatever they want to be, right? Mm-hmm. But the sacrifices to them feel like it's draining them. Do you think at that point they're in the right field of what they want to do, or they're cramped in what reality is and what it really takes?
Yeah, I think it's a number of things. I think that some people might not want to take a certain sacrifice because they might be unsure of what it is they want to do. They might not have found their purpose yet, so they don't feel the need to make a sacrifice. And they might not have the confidence to, pursue that dream, so they don't make that sacrifice. So yeah, I would just say, tap into what you really want to do. And then once you do that, right now, we could be out having drinks right now, but you believe in your brand, you believe in your show, and you're here instead of doing what everybody else is doing or a lot of people are doing. So it's those minor sacrifices that you enjoy is what is going to get you to where you want to be. So yeah.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I do want to talk about, I did have another question about your dad, and I know he was a very big impact, like you stated. So what role or impact has he had on you being such a great business woman?
Oh my goodness. So on my LinkedIn, if you guys go, I wrote a poem. Did you read that?
No, I didn't get to. I gotta read that.
Yes. So it's called Media Babe by Day, Janitor by Night, because so he was a professional cleaner. He had like a lot of corporate contracts. But for the article, it sounded better if I said janitor. But a lot of times, even as far as like when I would be home during 2018, before he passed, I would help him clean a lot of his contracts and buildings. And I just learned so many lessons from that. You know, like he owned this business for over 20 years. And just little things when I'll be cleaning the bathroom or something and I'd forget like a little piece of paper, toilet paper on the floor. And then he would say like, it's all in the details. Like don't half-ass it and stuff like that. So, and then also I would see him go to his 9 to 5. He would work a security job and he would get up at like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m., go to his security job, then clean buildings. Sometimes he wouldn't get off until his cleaning buildings until like 12 a.m., come back, go to sleep. So like, you know, that part, I feel like that took a toll on his health. And I don't encourage anybody to work that hard, but just that discipline and that drive is what I'm inspired by, and it's what I really take on. Like I take on his paying attention to detail. I take on his sacrifice, you know, like he might not have wanted to get up every day, but he knew he had to. So I try to find that balance, like still, yeah, I'm not team no sleep. Like get your rest because health is important, but you know, make those sacrifices and they'll pay off.
Love it, love it. So what steps did you take to build and grow Black Girls in Media? Because you are at 62.5K. So what did you do to grow it?
Oh, so I created the Instagram in 2018 and our group me grew from like, our group me was growing to like 1,000 people in the group. And then we had to move to a different platform. And then our Instagram was just slowly growing organically. And so I would just say it grew from just over time and being consistent and having like a message. So our goal is to uplift and support minority women in the media industry, you know, providing opportunities, resources. So we just, you know, maintain that message. Every content, piece of content that we put out, we make sure that it aligns with our goals and we're consistent with it every single day. So that's how we grew it. So if anybody's out there trying to grow their brand from 0 to 60K, I would say be consistent, post a lot, and be true to your message.
Got it. Love it. And then you said that you had the group message. So how did these people get into this group message? Was it something private or they had to be associated somehow? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, so it was just group me. So, you know, everybody was adding people, their friends in it, and it grew that way. And then group me had like a max, a capacity. So like we reached that capacity. And so I created a membership to a different platform, which was great. I closed the membership a few months ago because I want to restructure it so that it's a little more organized and just better overall. So we will be open membership doors again soon. And, you know, in the chat, in the membership, we post job listings, opportunities. People, you know, put tips in there every single day. It's just really helpful. And then, of course, we do monthly events like tomorrow we're doing a PR masterclass. So there's still open seats for that if you guys want to register. But, yeah, we just constantly give the gems, serve our people, and that's how the membership works right now.
Love it. And I like that you brought up the fact about the membership and you doing another thing because we got to talk about this next big thing that you did. And that was the Black Girls Media freelance program that you got going on, girl. So the platform that you have made for that is big. So
yeah,
we want to know more about this. How did you come up with this? How long has this been in the back seat, brewing? Like, honey, like.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, we just launched that this week. And, you know, so basically, Black Girls in Media, we have a whole network, you know, 60K followers. We have members all over US, Canada, even we have some members in Africa. And it's so many talented Black women in the media industry. And a lot of people would come to me since they know, like, I'm the creator. They would say, hey, Tasha, like, do you know a social media manager? And I'm like, yeah, I know like 500.
Yeah.
And so it would be, hard to refer. And then I know a lot of people just reach out to us trying to fill roles. And so we already have a job bank on our site, but I wanted to create something where our members could make money basically. So I was like, okay, well, we can list y'all on the site as a freelancer and people can contact you. They can search for their area and find what they need. So we have everything from freelancers to, we have everything from graphic designers to photographers, stylists, just so many other fields in media that you can go search and get the job done. So, it's also, I don't see a lot of Black freelance websites. I know there's like Upwork and Fiverr, but we don't own those. And so I wanted something specific for Black people, but also the media industry specifically. So that's how I came up with that idea.
That is awesome. That's big, 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 big. Congrats on that. Congrats.
Thank you.
So you guys, listen, we already know that you got to tune into the event tomorrow, but
yes,
you can check that website out today. Okay?
Sure. Tap in. Tap in.
Tap in. So it's easy to lose momentum, but you don't only keep the momentum, you raise the bar.
Thank you. Oh.
How are you coming with so much energy? Like, how are you able to keep raising the bar? Okay.
No, I think we all ask ourselves, or we all should be asking ourselves, how can I do better? How can I be better every single day? And that's just the creative in me. I'm always thinking of ways to come up with ideas, come up with ways to make more of an impact. I just really want to make an impact on this world. And that's how, I just keep doing things, because I feel like if you're stagnant, you're not living. So you should always find ways to, like, even if it's like, oh, I want to move here, I want to start this business. We should always be wanting to do something and striving for better. That's what I feel.
Love it, love it. And we got to bring up, I seen Shop Tashajmackk, man. You made $1,500 in 2 hours. This is woman right here, okay? And before I could even look at an item, it was gone. Okay. Yeah. So, like, you're always thinking of just new ways to do things. So what made you say, you know what, we're doing Shop Tashajmackk, and then boom, it just went like that. All the clothes were gone. Are we doing another one? Is another drop coming? Like, what's going on?
Yes, we are. So I wouldn't say, like, I'm not as consistent with my clothing brand as I want to be, and I need to do better. I will acknowledge that. But I love fashion. So I created Shop Tashajmackk in 2018 as well. And I had a lot of just inventory that I wanted to get rid of before I get some new things. So when was that? Was it, I think last month, I just posted on my story. I was like, hey, I have some Shop Tashajmackk pieces. I'll send out mystery boxes. Just tell me your size. And I posted on my story, and the boxes sold out. And yeah, I made $1,500. And that just made me realize the power of social media. And yeah, like, and then the fact that people actually like my clothing brand. So I was like, okay, I won't give up on that.
Love it. Like, confirmation. We're bringing back more.
Exactly.
Love it. Now, I did see that you stated that you commend people for working a 9 to 5, but you did the opposite, right? You just pursued entrepreneurship, correct?
Yes.
Now, now that you know everything that you know now, would you do anything differently?
I wouldn't do anything differently. I would say that I just admire, I feel like it's kind of saying things aren't green on the other side. Entrepreneurship is hard. It's not glamorous. I may post nice pictures on Instagram, but Instagram is really a highlight reel. And, things get real over here. And some days or some months, you might not make any money. The first year, you're not paying yourself. So you have to find ways to get money. The first few years, you might not be paying yourself. So you can't rely on your business to make you money. Because if you do, then you'll start doing all type of crazy stuff. So I think it's smart when people, you know, work their 9 to 5s and grow their business. But the other hand is you won't have as much time. So I had just like benefits, like I was staying at my mom's house, so I had more time to devote to my business as opposed to somebody else, you know, might not have that luxury to live with someone. They have to, you know, they have kids, they have this and that. They have to get it on their own. They don't have time to just work on hobbies. So I think, you know, it's just what works best for you. So I wouldn't change it because that's what worked for me. But, you know, if you're out there working a 9 to 5 and you're frustrated, like, oh, I don't have time to work on my dream, I'm doing somebody else's, I would say, you know, you're doing the right thing. Give it some more time. Work on it when you can. And maybe, you know, allocate your time better. Maybe you might not be able to go out on Saturdays, but you can enjoy brunch on Sundays. So just allocate that time and, you know, make it work. But don't give up.
And just keep it going. Yeah. So what are some techniques that help you stay consistent with content? Like, you know, we're bringing on some stuff that we already been doing, but how do you stay consistent? Like, you make sure that you are posting consistently and not getting tired.
Yeah, so I have a team. I have a social media manager. She's awesome. She helps me with posting because it's a lot. And we work together on the content. So I would say just, you know, as far as scheduling content and being consistent, it's important to batch your content. So maybe like schedule out your content for the whole week. Take a photo shoot and take like a whole bunch of pictures one day, so you have like a whole week full of content or a month of content. So, you know, just work smarter, not harder. Do whatever it takes to stay consistent and stay active.
I like that, the pre-planning, like you said, plan it, take these pictures, and then you're done. But that day is going to be eventful, okay? But
exactly.
You have it done.
Right. I have a whole, for my personal Instagram, which is Tashajmackk, y'all follow me. But on my personal Instagram, I have like a whole photo shoot full of pictures that I'm just going to like shoot out over the next month. So I think like that's key.
I love that. I love that. See, listen, I'm going to have to try that. I'd be like one outfit, one pose, girl, I'm tired. I got to clock out.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. What things do you do when you analyze and developing that strategy for social media? Do you have like a social media strategy that you think about before you throw something out there, or?
I kind of think of it, but I don't think of it too hard. So, you know, Black Girls in Media is pretty simple. We know like our message that we want to get out there. So our strategy is pretty much the same as far as content goes. But, you know, when we're doing a launch, I think of things to do like marketing strategies, like going live, emails, just different ways to grow and get exposure for that. And yeah, and then even for my personal, it's pretty much the same, because once you know your audience, you can pretty much go with the same strategy, unless they're like certain launches, then you want to like create a whole strategy campaign and plan.
Got it. Yeah. Got it. What has been your proudest or most successful moment that you feel like this is it? Like, I did this.
What would be my proudest moments? So this is when I want to talk about imposter syndrome, because, you know, sometimes I just feel like I'm not doing a lot, which is crazy. And I feel like a lot of people might feel like that about themselves, and we need to stop thinking that. We need to think of really what are we proud of. So I like this question. I'm proud of not quitting. I'm proud of always trying to be better. I'm proud of creating something that impacts other people. I'm proud of taking risks.
There we go.
And yeah, so I say what I am most proud of, I'm really proud of Black Girls in Media. I'm proud that I can give other people opportunities. I'm proud that I can inspire others. And I know that it's so much more that we're going to do. So that's exciting also.
Love it. Love it. So if it could be only one person that you could work with in the media industry, who would it be and why?
Issa Rae. Period.
Period. You. Okay, so you gotta tell me why. You was on it. Period. That's it.
Period. Issa Rae, like y'all, like if God gave somebody a year, it's Issa Rae. Like she is killing 2021. But the fact that she laid it all out on her vision board, I feel like she's so authentic. You know, she hasn't changed, and she had her whole game plan played out, and it's just like amazing to witness. And I feel like she does a lot for the community. She does a lot for Black people. Even when I was in LA, her coffee shops are amazing. They're in, the hood in Inglewood, and they're beautiful. And so she's really making an impact, not only in the community, but also in media. Her shows are relatable. Her movies are amazing. So sis is just like a bomb. And I want to work with her. So y'all tag Black Girls in Media on her page.
Period. Tag her. Yes. Issa Rae is the it. Yes, I love it.
Yes.
Okay, you did really good. So listen, we gotta play one of our games, and that's gonna be called Spit Your Game. Okay?
All right.
So this is what we're gonna do. I'm Issa Rae. All right?
Okay.
And we're gonna be on the elevator. You got 15 seconds to spit your game and let me know why I should give you an opportunity. Remember, I'm Issa Rae. And when it's time, when you get close to like the 10-second mark, I'm gonna be like, yo, I got somewhere to go. So you can wrap it up. All right? You ready?
I'm ready.
Start. Thanks.
Hi, Issa. How are you? Wow. I'm so glad to meet you. I just want to let you know that I'm just a huge fan of your work. I'm a huge fan of the work that you're doing, not only in the media industry, but also our communities. And I personally go to Hilltop myself. And I just want to let you know that I'm the creator of Black Girls in Media. We have a whole network of women all over the world in the media industry that look up to you and admire you. So if you are open to just discussing how you could collaborate and connect with my network, that would be amazing. We would love to hear from you. Enjoy the rest of your day, Miss Rae.
Boom, 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 boom. I heard it. There we go. Confident. That's what you gotta do.
How did I do?
You did great. You came in. You weren't like, you like, hey, Issa Rae, my name is da-da-da. Black Girls in Media. We need that collab. Period. You gotta go in there with confidence. Loving it. Loving it.
Thank you.
So then, before we go, we have our game called Pick One.
Okay.
This is going to be your scenario. So you're starting a new business venture, and you want to work with another woman in media.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 2 women of color in media, and you have to choose between the one that you would rather work with. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, Lena Waithe or Issa Rae?
Who was the first one?
Lena Waithe.
Lena Waithe or who? Lisa Rae?
Issa Rae.
Issa Rae. Oh, Lena Waithe or Issa Rae. Oh my gosh, that's so hard. I'm gonna have to go with my girl Issa because I just said it. But I love Lena also.
You love Lena too?
I love her.
Tiffany Haddish or Niecy Nash?
Ooh, I would say Tiffany. She's a fun time. She makes me laugh, so I like her spirit.
Okay, nice. Whoopi Goldberg or Viola Davis?
Are you serious? That is hard. Gosh, y'all help me pick. Help me. I don't know. It's hard. Okay, let's go with Whoopi.
Whoopi? Okay.
Let's go with Whoopi. Because Whoopi is like, we grew up watching Whoopi. She's a legend. They're both legends, but I'm going to just off the strength go with Whoopi.
We're going with Whoopi?
Hopefully I'll cross paths with Viola.
Michelle Obama or Kamala Harris?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Kamala is my soror, so ski-wee. But Michelle, how can you not? So I would say I would go with Miss Obama. I would love to sit with her. And I feel like she has so much knowledge and elegance to drop on me. So I'm going to have to go with Michelle. But Sora Kamala, I'll meet her.
There we go.
Yeah.
Gabrielle Union or Lauren London?
Oh, I love Lauren. I would say Lauren because I just feel like Lauren's so authentic. That'll also be a genuine combo where I can learn a lot and just be myself. And yeah, I would do Lauren. That's my girl.
There we go. Tamron Hall or Wendy Williams?
I would say Wendy. I would just like sip the tea with Wendy. And then also, Wendy has a good media career too. So there's some knowledge.
There's some knowledge to get. Serena Williams or Naomi Osaka?
Oh, I'm gonna go with the legend. Naomi is still building her legacy, even though she's amazing. But I'm gonna go with my girl Serena.
All right, Zendaya or Yara Shahidi?
I met Yara, so
Okay.
she's really sweet. She did like a video for BGIM. So she's amazing. So I'm gonna have to go with Zendaya, who I've never met before, and talk to her about that role, that stressful movie we watched.
Yes, I love that movie. Did you like it?
It was a lot, so I need to sit down with her and we need to talk about it.
Okay, yes, it was a lot in one. I was like, whoa, this is real.
Yes.
Okay, so last one is Stacey Abrams or Muriel Bowser? Muriel Bowser.
My girl Stacey, she did so much for us. Sis held it down. So I'm gonna talk to her.
There we go. You already played the game, baby. Listen, Tashajmackk, it has been a pleasure for you to come in and plug us in with the gems that you just bust down today. Okay? Now,
thank you. No, you have been a pleasure. Like, this is like the most fun interview I've ever been on.
Oh, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. But let them know. Plug them in to let them know where they can follow you at, because we got a personal page and we have Black Girls in Media. Tashajmackk with 2 Ks, but let them know yourself as well.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm Tasha Mackk, Tasha McCaskill, but you can find me on Instagram at Tashajmackk with 2 Ks. You can find me on Twitter, Tashajmackk with 2 Ks. Black Girls in Media here on Instagram. You can see at the top. We have a PR masterclass tomorrow, so make sure you get your seat. And on my personal page, I'm starting a business program to help people start their business. So tap in with me over there. And I'm so appreciative that everybody tuned in. It was nice to meet you all. Thank you. And thank you for having me. This was amazing.
Thank you for plugging in, Tasha. You are the best. Y'all make sure y'all plug in tomorrow, because if you ain't, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Thank you so much, Tasha.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. You just been plugged in. You know, I love you and God loves you also. Let's get this more nut.